You're looking at a 2,000 watt electric scooter that I picked up probably about, I don't know, a little over a year ago. Yeah, it's a little bit dirty. Really got some videos up on it. The only problem I really see with it is climbing steeper hills, and that would be probably with most electric scooters. Yeah, yet some are better than others, but this scooter, it originally come with a 6.5 inch T8F or 8mm chain sprocket, and this is a 6.5 inch, and with that on there, I mean, you could probably get up to, if you weighed about 150 pounds, up to over 40 miles an hour. I ordered it with the hill climb kit so I could get up and down upwards of 23% grade, which I now can, but it bogs down a lot and you can't just start out on a hill. And my intentions is I use this off-road up in the woods and stuff like that. It's just unreal fun and handy, but going up the steep hills, it seems to really work the motor. So I went on a hunt for another sprocket over and above the 7.5 inch hill climb sprocket, and there's the 6.5 inch regular, and I couldn't find anything anywhere on eBay, Google, the whole 9 yards. And I did run across the company from Tennessee, I do believe they're in Tennessee, called Rebel Gears. I called them up, sent in a 6.5 inch sprocket, and they cut me a billet aluminum 9.5 inch, which I'm going to install that, and I'm going to see how much ability this thing picks up. But before I do that, we're going to go with the hill climb kit, and I'm going to run a test going up this hill and see how many miles per hour I can get to, and the time. And then on the backside of them pines, there's a bigger hill, longer one. We're going to test it there and see what the hill climb kit sprocket does, and maybe top end this thing going down the road. I'm going to top end it going down the road. We got a lot of wind blowing, so that's going to affect it, but I should be able to reach over 30 miles an hour even with the hill climbs. With that said, let's get rolling and do the test, and I'm going to commence the switching sprockets and see what happens on this guy. All right, I got the hill climb kit, or the 7.5 inch sprocket on, and I'm going to take a couple passes up some hills, and we're going to look at the miles per hour and the amount of time it takes, and then I'm going to swap over to that 9.5 inch gear from Rebel, and we're going to do this again. And this hill's about 23 degrees, so let's see what happens. Test one, 7.5 inch gear on high. All right, next hill. All right, this is quite a bit longer hill. Not quite as steep, but pretty steep. And 7.5 inch gear. I got setting on high. See what happens. At 14 miles, 13 now. 11 miles an hour. About 10, 11. Now let's hit the road. Actually, I got one more test, an acid test. Got a real steep hill up here. We're gonna try it starting right here. And if the battery's cold, I really almost gotta kick myself to with one foot to get up this hill. Let's see what happens right now. And I'm starting right here. This will be with the 7.5 inch gear. Look at that. Struggle. I'm doing it. Held it right on the floor. Right at this, yeah. That was a 7.5 inch gear. Now, all right, I'm going to start out with it in a low setting, and I want to see what it top ends at. I got the wind at my back, so I doubt it'll be the same when I get that sprocket on. Go to the high setting, see what that is, and then kind of on this downhill grade a couple degrees or a degree or two, and see what I can top end at. So here's low setting. running about 18 miles an hour on low. Put it in high. Going uphill a little bit. Topping out at 26 miles an hour. Should hit around 30, a little more. All right, that was 31. I topped out at on a downhill slope, so let's go swap that gear out. All right, got the sprocket on. 9.5 inch sprocket versus 7.5. Bolted up good without a hitch. Let's get it tested out. All right, we're gonna go back up this hill with the 9.5 inch sprocket and do the other spots that I had done with the 7.5, and then I'm going to go in and superimpose this video onto the other one. I'm going to compare what how much I gained, if any. So here we go. Test number 1, 9.5 inch sprocket, first hill. A little bit muddy out. All right, here's the second test. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna go up there.
Okay, I'll go second.
Now we got hill number 3. This is the real steep one. Let's see if we do any better on that. Set, go. Well, definitely doing better. Yeah, we'll turn around over there, go down that other path. He's got electric 48 volt. Pretty wicked little piece of equipment. Charlie, don't go too fast. Don't go too fast. All right, now on the road, test it out on low, see how high or how fast I can go. See what we can get to a miles per hour on low. And then we're gonna go to high and then come back. I think it was 18 with the other one, other gear. About 60, now high. Easy. Now we go back. I'm not going to hold it all the way. Well, hopefully I get 30. Still 30. That's weird. Even with the bigger sprocket, Charlie, I go the same speed on top end as at 31. Probably could go higher. Now, one thing this scooter does, if you can the throttle on high from a stop, it'll pull that front wheel off the ground. Whoa. So you got to watch it. Pretty neat. All right, that is the 9.5 inch sprocket from Rebel Gears, and I'm impressed with it. Bottom end isn't as much as I thought it would be, but it's just enough that I can pretty much go up any hill now without much effort. Definitely not going to stall it out. The other sprocket depending on how cold the battery was, I'd stall out a lot going up hills. And then what surprised me is I did not lose speed top end going down the road. I actually gained speed if you're going up a little bit of an incline on the highway. So I am impressed, and it's pretty awesome. I'll go ahead and throw the link down below for Rebel Gears. They do a pretty darn good job, and I don't know, maybe somebody else knows where to get a sprocket a lot easier made, but that's about one of the only spots I could find in the United States that give them a call and send them the sprocket and get it back within about 4 days. Good to go. Perfect fit. Works great. And they can build about any sprocket for any machine, from what they said. Little bikes, little things like this on up to motorcycles, I do believe. Go ahead and check them out. But if you're looking to put a taller gear on any kind of a scooter or go-kart or whatever, that's what you can expect. Helps a lot. I'll throw some more videos up on this Hyper Racing 2000 watt scooter. I really like it. It's actually pretty handy, pretty convenient, and good battery life. Now that I actually built my own battery, I got a separate video on that, but I'll be putting some more videos up on this thing. There you go. Sprocket upgrade. Till the next time.